CinemaCon is officially here, and while the big studios usually just come and show a couple of trailers, Sony and PlayStation Productions have absolutely dropped a nuclear bomb this week, and it is barely day one of the convention. We're talking about a massive war on the big screen. 3 legendary games finally getting to showcase what they truly can do on the big screen. I'm Donovan Uragas. This is Crash City Downtown. And today we're breaking down 3 massive titles that are about to change the game for 2026 and 2027. First up, the rumors are finally dead because the reality is way too real. Justin Lin, the man who basically built the modern day Fast and Furious franchise, just took the stage to announce that Helldivers is officially going to enter pre-production beginning here in about 2 weeks. But the casting is kind of what everybody's talking about. It seems like Jason Momoa will be our lead for the movie. Think about that. Jason Momoa's larger-than-life character is exactly what you need for 50% heroic sacrifice and 50% absolute bat crazy propaganda. With November 10th, 2027 being the actual tentpole date that Sony is playing, it seems like Justin Lin has everything he needs for this larger than life franchise and this new chaotic world to come to the big screen. I see nothing but great things coming from the Helldivers fan base. Seán McLoughlin, or better known as Jacksepticeye, is taking over our next spot because he is doing something that we didn't actually think anybody would do. He's following the lead of one of his closest friends and fellow content creator, Markiplier, and he's coming out with his own video game movie. Animated Bloodborne movie is in the works, and trust me, it will be rated R. So this one's going to be a little different because he won't have the exact budget that most high-end animators have. If he partners up with an animation studio that can give us the same feeling that we could get from Arcade or Castlevania, he has everything that he possibly will need to land this movie. And the fact that it's going to be animated only fits as in you can do whatever you want in this cartoon world. And I feel like a true superfan will do everything they can to make sure that the lore is respected, the game is respected, and the fan base is respected. I'm super excited to see exactly what Jacksepticeye is going to come out with when the Bloodborne movie has more details to it. Finally, the director of Barbarian, Zach Cregger, has given us some new details about Resident Evil that I don't know how I feel, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. Cregger describes the film as a literal journey. You have one protagonist going from point A to point B and having to deal with zombies in between. That's basically everything we want from a zombie movie. We don't need a huge romantic storyline. We don't need something that's going to pull at our heartstrings too much because we know in that situation, you're kind of in trouble. And the best part, we're heading to Raccoon City one more time. To quote him, he said, "All gas, no brakes," like Mad Max Fury Road, which he's said you can kind of compare this movie to. It's going to be nonstop action. It's going to be just a thrill ride the entire time. And you may not know if even you are going to make it out of the theater when this comes out. The best part is he said you won't have to play the games to understand. Now, calm down. For a lot of fans in the past, especially with what recently came out on Netflix, a lot of us are worried by that because that means that this isn't necessarily a Resident Evil game or movie. But also, this isn't necessarily a Resident Evil game or movie. This is going to be a spin-off of sorts. It's going to take place during Raccoon City, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have to know everything that's going on. September 18th, 2026, this will come out. And before anybody says anything, please give it a chance. This could be one of the best movies and best Resident Evil projects we've had in a very long time. And it's being compared to Resident Evil Requiem. Pre-production for Helldivers in 2 weeks, Jacksepticeye bringing Bloodborne to life, and a minimalist Resident Evil. PlayStation is clearly not playing around with their IPs anymore. But I want to hear from you. What are you most hyped for? Do you want to save Super Earth, or do you want to worried more about the Bloodborne animated movie? Are you excited for the spin-off of Resident Evil? Like what really are you guys excited for? And trust me, even though we have WrestleMania content coming out all this week, we are still going to be locked in for CinemaCon. There's tons and tons of projects that are coming out this week. This is going to be a very busy week for me. I love you guys. I'm so appreciative of you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this content. We will see each and every one of you in the next one.